Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care? You want to share what you have to say?
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Okay.
If you thought the drama between Kanye and Kim was wild, then you were a child. We're talking President Trump versus Elon Musk. Yes, you heard that right. The Trumpster and the Tesla Titan are at it again, and this time it's personal. And I'm not talking about just political differences. I'm talking about billion-dollar government contracts and Epstein-level gossip, folks. Grab your popcorn. Let's get into it. So, first things first, Elon Musk and President Trump were once besties. Think of them as the frenemies of the billionaire world. Musk helped Trump with his policies, gave massive support during the election, and even got a key to the White House. President Trump helped boost Musk's profile, and Musk was all about making America great again. But now, well, they're throwing some serious shade at each other. How'd this all go down? Let me break it down for you. Well, as you guys know in my previous video, I try to explain that President Trump's trying to push through this massive tax and budget bill, which he calls the One Big Beautiful Bill, and that bill has so many problems which cannot fit in today's U.S. economy. For example, that big beautiful bill could make the U.S. spend $2.5 trillion more than it earns. That's like someone making $50,000 a year, but spending $100,000. The gap is the deficit. The bill also keeps tax cuts that President Trump started during his first presidency in 2017, which mostly help rich people and big companies. That means the government is collecting less money while still spending a lot. The government is also planning to spend $1 trillion on defense. That's a huge part of the budget. The bill also slashes EV subsidies. And guess who has an EV empire? That's right, it's Elon Musk and Tesla. And guess what? He's mad. Like really mad. Musk comes out swinging on social media. This bill is a disgusting abomination. Although in various interviews, Elon Musk says he is against EV subsidies, the fact that the government is planning to cut incentives for electric vehicles while giving zero cuts to oil and gas makes Elon's eyes pop out of his face. He loses his patience, and now things have gone to an extreme level. It's like an amazing Hollywood twist. Now, here's where things get spicy. Musk decides to throw in a wild card. He claims that Trump is in the Epstein files. You know, the case of that disgraced financier who was allegedly trafficking underage girls? Yeah, that one. Boom! Musk drops the bombshell. President Trump is in the Epstein files. And just like that, the whole internet catches fire. Within just a few hours, this post is viewed by more than 100 million people, and the number is still counting. Let that sink in. That's some serious dirt being thrown, and this whole Epstein thing is pretty sensitive for anyone who gets caught up in it. Musk's drop of this truth bomb is fueling the fire. No wonder Trump's not happy. But hold on, why would Musk pull this card? Is it just a dirty move, or is he trying to send a bigger message? Is Trump's name actually in those files? Or is this just another crazy move in this soap opera of politics? And as if that wasn't enough, Musk straight up says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Oof, that's some serious shade being thrown right there. He's basically claiming that his support for President Trump is why the Republicans even managed to win in 2024. And let's not forget, Musk companies get billions in government contracts. Now, you knew President Trump wasn't going to take this line down, right? The man's ego is practically a brand at this point. He's had enough. In typical Trump fashion, he claps back. He goes on Truth Social and says, nope. Trump's like, whatever, dude, I don't need you anymore. I helped you, but you're ungrateful. And for your information, you missed your chance with me. He even says that Musk's been wearing thin. And then, BM, Trump threatens to cancel Musk's government contracts. I'll take those subsidies away. SpaceX, Tesla, all of it gone. After that post, Tesla's stock dropped 18% in late trading. And what does Musk do? Does he back down? Of course not. He fires back with, okay, fine, now we will decommission the Dragon spacecraft. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. A few hours later, he walked it back. But the damage was done. Musk also supported a post suggesting Trump should be impeached and replaced by Vice President J.D. Vance. Meanwhile, Trump says Elon misses the White House and is suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. Absolutely hilarious. Now, Musk's main issue is that U.S. debt is already out of control, and still, nobody is doing anything to balance it. Not even the Republicans, whom he fully supported and donated more than $257 million to help elect Trump and GOP lawmakers, are eager to spend more than to save. In simple maths, the U.S. national debt now stands at approximately $37 trillion. And the debt-to-GDP ratio is about 120% of the nation's annual economic output, meaning the debt exceeds the value of everything the country produces in a year. Right now, $1 trillion is just going for interest without lowering the U.S. debt. If the government keeps borrowing more and more, those interest payments will grow. Eventually, almost all the money the government takes in could go to interest, leaving little or nothing left for important things like Social Security, Medicare and healthcare, schools and infrastructure, and many more. Now, let's talk about the worst-case scenario, which sounds dramatic but is worth considering. If the U.S. continues to accumulate debt at this rate, and no significant reforms are implemented to curb spending or increase revenue, the U.S. could eventually reach a point where the country can't pay its debts. If that happens, the U.S. might default or go into a form of bankruptcy. This would not only devastate the U.S. economy, but would likely trigger a global depression. The economic consequences of a default would be catastrophic. Global markets would crash, the dollar would crash, and demand for de-dollarization will rise. International trade would grind to a halt, and we'd see a repeat of the Great Depression, but possibly worse, given the interconnectedness of today's world economy. Now, let's take a step back and think about this whole situation. What's really going on here? These guys are some of the most powerful people in the world, and while their feud might seem like a petty squabble between rich guys, this actually matters. If Musk and President Trump continue to clash, it could have huge effects on the Republican Party's future. Musk is a game changer, and if he turns against Trump's legislation, that could split the party at a time when President Trump needs unity for his second-term agenda. And let's not forget, President Trump is now on the warpath with Musk and this massive tax bill. If that bill can't pass, it's a big blow for Trump's legacy. And on the flip side, Musk could lose billions of dollars in subsidies if Trump really goes after his companies. So what do you think? Is Musk just trying to flex his billionaire muscles? Or is President Trump overreacting? Who's going to win this battle of the titans? Trust me, this drama is just getting started, and you don't want to miss it. Until next time, keep your electric vehicles charged and your political drama even more charged. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day.